I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we're watching Akello Witherspoon. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards remain for second down. Pickett sets up play action. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise,
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides.
Pickett lost it, and the Colts pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 13-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth. There's some one-upsmanship going on.
Here we go, Jack.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Tom Brady, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Pickett now from the gun here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 69 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Pickett now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on second and 10. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Pickett. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Pickett back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They run with Hines. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Holding offense.
Got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker to put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
On second down, it's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 20-13, 70 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
An 8-yard loss of play. It's now third down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Here's Pickett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was...
Cool, I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like,